welcome back to the Cactus Wrestling Celebrity Wrestling Bracket. This is our fourth qualifying region, the South region. If this is your
Fourth
first
and
time
final.
tuning in, we're doing divisions based on celebrities. We did one that was political, one that was athletes that were non-wrestling. We did actors. This is miscellaneous, a little bit of this and that. We got some actors, we got some musicians, we've got some other public figures in just kind of miscellaneous categories. So we're going to go through it and go one by one to see who's going to win the South region, starting off with number 1 seed Neil deGrasse Tyson versus number 16 seed Kurt Cobain.
Right. Yeah. So Kurt Cobain, he wrestled because of his father, and apparently he lost intentionally because he didn't really like it, I guess. So
sounds like a winner.
So it's gonna be hard to pick him, especially when you got Neil deGrasse Tyson. He was captain of his team in high school. He wrestled for Harvard, and he's been quoted saying, "You don't wrestle because it's easy. You wrestle because it's hard." And he's an astrophysicist, and he says he doesn't do astrophysics because it's easy. He does it because it's hard. So I think this is just a blowout.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of Neil deGrasse Tyson. Guy was an athlete.
I'm gonna put him at 20-5.
I agree.
I also think deep down he's somehow related to Mike Tyson.
Maynard James Keenan, musician, wrestled in high school in Michigan. What is he known for? Maynard James Keenan.
He's a musician with the band Tool.
Tool.
Yep.
I've never heard of Tool.
It's one of James Lucci's favorite bands. He won the tattoo after winning states in high school.
Oh.
Wow.
I remember this in practice. He won the tattoo of the logo. And I was like, I've never heard of the band. And then he was like telling me about it, and he's like, oh, cool.
That's a fun fact.
It's because he was a fan of Maynard James Keenan. He was
who also wrestled in high school.
Yeah. Well, he's up against Ric Flair.
Yeah, then you got the WWE or pro wrestling legend Ric Flair, who did have a high school wrestling background in his favor. So I mean, I think they're both kind of comparable in their previous experience.
I've never heard of the band Tool. I don't know if I'm even going to look them up after this, to be honest. I got to go with Ric Flair.
I think, yeah, you can't go against Ric Flair here.
You're talking about the guy who's styling, profiling, limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling and dealing, son of a gun, Ric Flair?
Yeah, I'm going to say he won 22-7.
Woo.
Dang. Bad day for Maynard.
Okay. Mr. T, what was his name in Rocky 3?
Clubber Lang.
Clubber Lang versus Mark Consuelos, who wrestled Mason Paris on TV once.
Once for like a 5-second go.
I don't even know if Mark Consuelos has wrestled other than that.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything other than that. But I figured, he could make the bracket for this.
Mr. T was a 2-time city champ in high school.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you got to go Mr. T.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that
if you're a Rocky villain
to Mark Consuelos.
A Rocky villain, I mean, come on.
I'm gonna say he won 19-3.
Wow, all techs. Oh no, yeah, all techs so far.
And not even close.
Jason Newsted, bassist for Metallica, wrestled in junior high, not even high school. He quit in his preteens. Versus Mario Lopez, who actually he was pretty accomplished. 7th in California States. TV host. You've probably seen him on a lot of like Entertainment Tonight type shows. I mean, Metallica's pretty badass though. Rock and roll.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, seventh in California states isn't easy.
Didn't
Yeah,
Mario Lopez also play AC Slater? Who was for those of you guys that don't know, he was like a Saved by the Bell character who
I
was like
think
a high school wrestler as well.
That
that
sounds
sounds
familiar.
right.
Yeah,
I
I'm going Mario.
yeah,
I'm
I
going
don't.
Mario Lopez. He wrestled and he also one of his first roles was playing a kid who was a high school wrestler for the entire series.
I mean, that's great.
He's only winning 12-2, or are we saying more?
Another
Uh,
tech.
yeah,
Another
another
tech?
tech. Yeah, I mean, Newsted only wrestled in junior high.
This is AC Slater we're talking.
Oh, I thought you were gonna keep it at 23-2, which is a physically impossible
Yeah,
wrestling.
no. We got 24-9.
How about this? Shane Sparks, uh, the
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 voice of the Big Ten.
wrestling commentator for Big Tens for the NCAA's. Um, he took second and third in states against Garth Brooks, singer, honorary captain of 92 and 96 Olympic teams.
So he never actually wrestled. He was just the honorary captain. He's on a poster with Terry Brands and who else is on that? Kurt Angle, Terry Brands, Bruce Baumgartner, and there's someone else from I think the '92 Olympics.
I like how a guy who never wrestled, who was just on a poster, outseated two guys who, or yeah, Ludacris. He outseated Ludacris.
Well, Ludacris. Well, we'll get to Ludacris.
Some might say that is ludicrous.
Yeah, that's bravo.
I mean, it's kind of you're the honorary captain of an Olympic team. I mean, that's kind of a big deal.
Nah, we got to go for our man Shane Sparks.
Well, to be fair, both years Team USA did take second at 92 and 96 for freestyle.
So, I mean, that is a favor in
I mean, he was the captain
Garth
of the
Brooks'
team.
favor,
Get some credit.
but I mean,
first you're last.
That's almost discrediting Shane Sparks taking second and third in the state.
True. Shane Sparks wanted to go to wrestling college too.
Shane Sparks hates the 3-point takedown.
Not a fan.
So are we saying
also hates transferring?
Are we saying Shane Sparks for the win?
I'm saying Shane Sparks for the win.
What's the score?
35-15.
35-20.
35-20.
I mean, you get inexperienced wrestlers. I mean,
it was
they're
a crazy match.
Yeah, they're just
Garth Brooks is scoring 20 points in a match.
All reversals.
All reversals.
A lot of Grambies out there.
All right, Terry Davis, novelist who wrote Vision Quest. Are you kidding me? Thought we were done with Vision Quest.
No, Vision Quest made a comeback.
Got completely, unwrongly, unjustly upset in the first round last bracket. We have the novelist who wrote. Did he even wrestle? Probably.
Yes, I think so.
Didn't need to. He wrote Vision Quest.
He wrote Vision Quest. Why would you write Vision Quest if you never wrestled?
Versus Jay Moore. He's a comedian and he was the captain of his wrestling team.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Jay.
Yeah.
Wait, Terry Davis was a basketball player and a wrestler. They're the same season. How do you do that?
Clearly, probably multiple different years did different sports. So I think it's safe to say Jay Moore was winning that matchup.
Yeah, I'll go Jay Moore.
He was in the rom-com Picture Perfect with Jennifer Aniston.
Great movie.
And he was in Jerry Maguire, a sports movie as well.
Show Me the Money.
And Small Soldiers, great movie.
I actually love Small Soldiers.
All right, Ethan Slater.
Yeah, this is a more interesting match.
Yeah, this one's very interesting. Ethan Slater played. He's most well known for playing SpongeBob on Broadway.
Yeah,
and Rachel Brosnahan, actress known for Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
They both wrestled in high school. Slater in DC and I forget what state.
I mean, we saw the SpongeBob musical on Broadway, and it was great.
How was
And
it?
this guy was
Yeah, it
very,
was-
very
Well,
acrobatic.
yeah, there was this mountain that he climbed, and he was like doing some pretty crazy acrobatics, flipping over. He was upside down, doing pull-ups, like swinging and catching. Like it was pretty impressive.
Rachel Brosnahan could never.
Yeah, I don't think she could.
Yeah, I'm all for growing women's wrestling, and she's the only woman we have in any of these brackets.
She was the only woman that could be found that was, a celebrity that had a wrestling background in like high school or youth. So
Good for her, but I
if
have
anyone
to
knows
go.
of any others, we'd love to know. But yeah, she's the only one that we are aware of.
Also, fun fact about Ethan Slater: he's currently dating
Oh yeah,
Ariana Grande.
yeah, that's a whole interesting.
I don't feel like that knocks him down a peg.
It's funny. He even kind of looks like he'd be SpongeBob if SpongeBob was a person. Like,
Not sure that's a compliment.
he embodies SpongeBob.
I'm going for Slater.
All right, what's the score?
10-2, 10-1, 10-0.
10-0.
Our first non-tech, right? Oh no, Jay Moore.
No, Jay Moore didn't tech.
All right, James Voss, the number 2 seed, astronaut who wrestled for Auburn University, versus Ludacris, rapper who wrestled as a freshman, quit when he moved, and they either didn't have a team or a small program, lost interest. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Love
Which is
him in
why
the Fast
Ludacris wasn't seated higher.
Love him in the Fast and Furious movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. So is he fast and furious enough to upset a Auburn University alumni?
No.
No.
No. No, probably. This is probably a tech as well, right?
Yep. 21-0.
That's not possible.
Okay, Neil deGrasse Tyson versus Ric Flair. This is interesting. This is a tough quarterfinal matchup here. I feel like Ric Flair is seated a little low.
Who would I don't know about that.
Shane
Have
Sparks?
the prior accolades to really.
Shane Sparks is the number 3. That seems
He's a
little high.
two-time state placer.
What about Jay Moore?
He was the captain of his wrestling team.
Well, just because you're captain doesn't mean you're. Well, usually, how good was his team?
Oh, I didn't really research how good his high school team was. But
I mean,
we're not even on Jay Moore.
I'm a huge Neil deGrasse Tyson fan. I've seen him speak live at the New York Comic-Con. This guy's very intelligent. He just seems like a winner in all aspects of life.
Mm-hmm.
Ric Flair's just kind of crazy.
Can he beat the winningest, most professional wrestler in history, Ric Flair?
Ric Flair also is a dirty wrestler. He learned, win at all costs.
Yeah, he might get
Sounds like he's giving up some illegal points.
He could be,
or he would do a full Nelson.
If he got away with it, though.
A poke in the eye, a punch in the face.
Definitely a crossface. It's a little bit of a wind up.
Yeah.
He'd be pulling on the singlet a little bit. I got to go with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm too big of a fan.
Mm-hmm. Who are you going with, Mike?
I'm going with Neil.
Yeah, I was. It's a clean sweep for Neil. That's what I was leaning towards. Are we saying this was close or no?
Yeah, close-ish. Maybe a major.
Close-ish. Majored him.
12-3.
12-3. Ric Flair goes down.
Mr. T versus Mario Lopez.
Yeah, another tough matchup.
I pity the fool that doesn't pick Mr. T.
Well, who was the guy that you talked to, Mike, about who was high on Mario Lopez? The Connecticut guy.
Who was high on Mario Lopez?
The Connecticut guy that reached out to you.
Oh, I remember the guy. Yeah, but I don't remember what he said about Mario.
Didn't he say that Mario Lopez was like one of the best Connecticut wrestlers or something?
Connecticut. He was from California.
Oh, California.
He played
I'll
a
edit
wrestling
this out.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I mean, Mario Lopez doesn't have his own catchphrase.
Because I pity the fool. I make my way to the semifinals.
I mean, all I'm saying is Mario Lopez never beat Rocky Balboa.
That's true. That's you can't not factor that in.
I mean, that's cross training right there. That's pure athletic ability.
I mean that's worth 3 points in it itself. Maybe even 5.
And he has
What
his
does
own
Mario Lopez
stage
got going
name.
for him? Huh?
He's got his own stage name.
Wow.
His name is what? Lawrence Turad?
It's like
Yeah, no,
Turode?
Lawrence.
yeah. Mr. T isn't even his name.
Lawrence Turode. He's
Yeah.
a no nonsense guy. He gets down to business.
All right. So
Got a
despite
mohawk.
Mario Lopez finishing 7th in California, he loses
Yeah, Mr. T.
5-1 to Mr. T in an upset.
Shane Sparks versus Jay Moore. I think this one's the weakest quarterfinal matchup.
I think Shane's gonna win this one.
I mean,
Yeah, you gotta
two-time
go.
state placer versus a captain of a high school team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I gotta go Shane Sparks here.
Shane Train
Sparks.
making his way.
Ethan Slater. Maybe Ethan Grande one day. I don't know. SpongeBob.
Well,
think
I
they
mean,
met-
one guy's been under the sea, the other guy's been in space. So,
Well, Ethan Slater hasn't been under the sea, literally. James Voss has literally gone to space.
yes, he's literally gone into space.
He's playing a character who's a sponge under the ocean.
He's been in a pineapple.
They're comparable.
Can you
Well-
can you say you've done that?
I'm pretty sure Ethan Slater met Ariana Grande on Wicked, the Wicked Witch of the Witch.
Oh, the Broadway play?
Yeah. So, I don't know he's playing on that.
I
on
mean,
that show.
call me crazy, but I think SpongeBob takes this one.
Whoa.
You're right. He does look a lot like what you'd imagine a human SpongeBob would be.
I know. Like he was cast wonderfully.
I think he was nominated for a Tony as well.
Yeah.
I mean, was James Voss ever nominated for a Tony?
Well, I mean, do astronauts get nominated for Tonys?
These are accolades,
Yeah. I mean, William Shatner's been to space, so it's
Now, I've never seen Wicked, but Ethan Slater will portray the role of Bach.
Stock.
B-O-Q.
Oh, I have no idea.
yeah. No,
I haven't seen the
Wicked,
show.
so I don't know the characters.
I
I already put in my vote for Slater.
Wow. What about you, Mike?
I guess I got to go with the one that actually was a college wrestler.
I mean,
I'll
I
go with
guess that
James-
makes sense. I
I'll go with
respect
James
that.
Voss.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much as I want to see Slater win, for the integrity of the tournament.
Oh, the integrity. But you
Well,
wanted to
because
shoot
the winner, who's the winner up against? It's going to be Jay Moore or no, Shane Sparks.
Shane Sparks.
I just can't see Shane Sparks going up against Ethan Slater and one of those two. When you have Ric
Makes the
Flair,
finals.
when you have Mario Lopez in this, I gotta go James Voss.
All I'm saying is Dan Hanley would have walked through this bracket.
Oh,
Like,
Daniel A.
like
Hanley.
that's
Yeah, that's
political-
true.
Daniel A. Hanley,
Yeah. That political bracket was a deep one. That was a tough bracket.
All right,
Moving to the
semifinals.
semis.
Neil deGrasse Tyson and Mr. T. I think this is honestly the finals.
This could have been a final match for sure.
Well, I apologize.
Got to talk with the guy doing the seating here.
I mean, I did my best.
Hey, you never know. I mean, Shane
Mr.
Sparks might.
T's high school was a 2-time city champ. Shane Sparks was a 2-time state placer.
Yeah, I think.
Put him ahead of
I mean, I think I personally am underestimating Shane Sparks,
and overestimating.
and for
Mr.
that,
T.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Shane
So-
Sparks, by the way, is also a stage name. His last name is not Sparks.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I found that out today. I was actually pretty disappointed to find out that today.
Your name's not actually Sparks.
I was like, man, what a great name.
Yeah, well.
He
But
chose it
anyhow,
for a reason.
Shane's not even in this matchup, so
It was given to him by his like he applied to work at a radio station. The guy's like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "Shane." I can't remember his last name right off the top of my head, but it's short.
it's
And
yeah,
the
four
guy's like,
letters like Deddle.
"Yeah, it's like Dettel or something." And the guy's like, "No, Sparks, Shane Sparks." And he goes, "That was how his name became Shane Sparks."
Yeah,
He goes, "A 30-second conversation."
that's great.
There's also a different Shane Sparks who is a choreographer, hip hop choreographer.
That's fun.
So if you're looking this up at home, that's not who we're talking about. I
Neville,
gotta
Neville.
I gotta go with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
You don't pity the fool?
I do, but
I mean, a guy that's quoted saying, "You don't wrestle because it's easy. You wrestle because it's hard."
I got too much respect for the man.
Yeah, I gotta go with Neil.
Big Neil making the finals.
What score are we going for?
8-8. I feel like we've been doing 8 a lot. Maybe like 6-4.
Whoa,
Yeah,
sick.
low score. These are some big guys. They're not big point scorers, maybe.
Shane Sparks versus James Voss, the astronaut.
Ethan Slater. Honestly, if Ethan Slater was here, I'd be picking him over Shane Sparks.
Yeah, I respect that.
But seeing Shane Sparks here against James Voss,
Well, you got to keep in mind, James Voss was born in 1949. So,
right? So he was wrestling in the 50s and 60s.
Very different wrestling there.
Yeah. In which case, Shane Sparks to the finals.
Shane Sparks to the finals.
Yeah, let's do it.
Shane Sparks by a narrow margin of 2-1.
And then it comes down to this: the 1 seed versus the 3 seed.
That was the same as the last one,
Oh, is it the same one?
I think. Yeah.
Wow. I gotta go Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Wow.
As much as I like Shane Sparks as a
You jumping off
commentator,
the Shane train here?
I don't know if I was ever on it to begin with. I think he had the easiest route. Garth Brooks, who never wrestled, Jay Moore, who was high school wrestling captain.
Did he end up
Yeah, that's an impressive win, but you wanted SpongeBob over him.
That's true.
I think we got to keep with historical tradition. Shane Sparks has never won in the finals.
Oh, Neil all the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil Texan.
Text him in the finals out of nowhere.
Poor Shane.
I mean, Ric Flair and Mr. T, I feel like.
I mean, yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson had Kurt Cobain, Ric Flair, Mr. T, and then Shane. Like,
what a lineup.
yeah, he definitely did some work in this tournament.
So this is also an interesting because it's the miscellaneous. Although, like, Mr. T is an actor, he could have been the actor. Ludacris. Well, he's kind of a rapper, more known for rapper. So this one, yeah, the miscellaneous bunch. So we have our 4 winners, and if you haven't watched our the East region, West region, and East, West, and North region, check out those videos. I think what we need to do is maybe put a poll out to the public once these 4 videos have been announced, and let the fandom decide who is the best celebrity wrestler of all time. We have our 4 champions. Let us know in the comments down below what you think. What did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? What would you have changed? Let us know down below, and make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future Cactus Wrestling videos.